He's a big beast. This male, this is Samson, the albino, and he is keying in on the different smells in his cage. Mainly, there may be a reproductive female in his cage that he's interested in, which is her. And she's got 25 millimeter follicles in there. There's a smaller female that's part of this group that is very grumpy. So you see how she's threat posturing? So if you're engaged with one of your animals, let's say you have a pet Savannah, and it starts doing this threat posturing and you keep pushing yourself on it, that's really not a good thing. So if you look at the one in the front, she is not really geeked out by the camera, but then if you look at this one, she'll right on the back of her, right beyond her ears, she's threat posturing. So she's scared. Now Samson right here is jittering, and that means that he's excited, but that's, this is all reproductive behavior. So let's go visit another one. These animals, there you go. That means I don't like the camera. This is my breeding group. So this animal is all flattened out, so she's made herself look as big as possible, puffs up with air, lots of deep breathing. That's really to make me go away. So you have all sorts of different levels with these guys. Now this one right here isn't very reactive at all. So if you have an animal where you actually go near it and it shuts its eyes, it's more like, I just wish you'd go away. But, that's not really a bad thing. Here we have a female right here. Hi, sweetie. So they just don't want to be too bothered. Now my objective here is to breed these guys. So you have all different personalities. So in this case, we're starting to go into fall weather, so it's cooling down. So there's these big ceramic plates right here. So these are just tiles that I get from Home Depot, and I aim spotlights at these tiles. And basically what I'm interested in is the infrared heat provided by these lamps. So basically you're converting, wattage of these bulbs aimed down onto these ceramic tiles to create a hotspot. What I like about the ceramic tiles is it holds the heat. So if I were to aim that UVA energy at a piece of wood, well, it could even cause the wood to burn, but it's not going to hold the heat like ceramic tile would. So if I put my hand right here, oh God, this is frying. Actually, yeah, I can't even leave my hand on there too long. And so they're going to thermoregulate. A lot of them right now, they'll work around the edge of the tile to get the heat that they need. So, this could be, I don't know what that is, but this is, maybe that might be 120 something. This one's easily 140. So you're watching him react to me. Hey, buddy. So he's seeing moving and he wants to know if there's a food opportunity. And now he's using his brain. And that's what it's all about. And he's decided he's going to close his eyes. But Savannahs are very, very, they can be really cute. Once you get past all their gruffness, they're different the way they think. Let's say, I think of, Varanus Salvatore, Malaysian water monitor or whatnot. That's a high level of thinking, really alert. This guy is pretty good. So he's, been totally captive raised. And he's settled in here really well at Nerd. So you don't want him too fat. We're not going to end up with a healthy animal. Our natural prerogative is, I want to make it fat. because it always wants to eat, so big and fat's going to be healthy. Well, actually, that's not true. This right there, if you look at that, that's a little bit of sunken hip bones right there. That's really going to be typical probably of a wild animal. Actually, indeed, that animal is a wild animal. That's an imported female that we've gone through extensive worming, and eventually that's going to get this mass like that. That's pretty good. I'm liking that animal a lot. The above the hip bones, we got some weight. And if you go look at this imported female, thinner back there. So we're just, we've wormed them. They're healthy. They've been here for quite some time, and you have different levels of acclimation. So larger Savannah monitors from the wild, man, they really can be they can be tricky. They have a really high parasite load. They got a lot of flukes, and that's a little bit of a nasty parasite to get rid of. So my whole Savannah project is just kind of coming online, and it's all centered around this guy. So I'm going to do a video on sexing these guys, because it seems like a lot of people still have some issues on how to sex their pet Savannah. And I would say that it takes a bit of an educated eye. It can be a little tricky. So if you sit here and see his weight, you can see how we're kind of thinning out right there. Believe it or not, that I'm really, I'm happy about that more so. His tail base is good. His stomach is, it's not totally inflated. Here we go. His breeding behavior is he's a ruthless barbarian. I should really call him Conan, because what he does to his ladies is there's nothing gentle or sincere. He just, watch that. So what he's doing is he is prodding her to see if she's receptive to him. And I think if she's not really receptive, he just views it as competition or whatever, and get out of my way. If she is receptive, he'll be a bit kinder. So right now he's making his rounds, and all these tubes are full of ladies. I keep these guys in a community, a group, and I like it that way. So we'll see how I succeed as I'm approaching what I think is going to be my Savannah breeding season. We'll see how I've done with the females I've been raising. But I finally have a nice little group of females that I think have some real potential. All right, more Savannah videos to come.